Okay, so as promised, guys, we are going to be starting at 7 p.m. promptly. So we are going to let Miss Tiffany here kick us off.
Ahoy, everyone. As we have just learned from Ms. Tamika, first and foremost, great evening. Thank you all so much for giving of your time with us, even if you are watching a replay. But if you're here live, go ahead and put in the comments. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I'm so grateful for this time. If you're excited about tonight, also say that's me. Say I'm excited because y'all are in store for something really, really incredible, right? My name is Tiffany Dionne, and I am an independent travel advisor and a proud first mate with Virgin Voyages. And thank you all again for joining us for this exclusive virtual travel party. Tonight, you're going to hear a couple of things. Number one, you guys are going to hear from one of the top Virgin Voyages sales managers and like an ultimate guru, Miss Tamika Bloodworth. So get ready, get ready, get ready. And number two, you all are going to learn the ins and outs and the must-sees of the French DAZE and IBIZA nights itinerary. So you do not want to miss a thing. Make sure that you have your pen and your paper. I have been in the travel industry, guys, for 6.5 years. I love cruising. It's the best way to travel. You cannot convince me otherwise. But when I was introduced to Virgin Voyages, guys, how many of y'all know, like, when you know better, you do better? So there's no turning back. Virgin is the way. And tonight you all are going to know why. So I'm excited to move myself out of the way and present to you all our sales manager, Miss Tamika Bloodworth. Thank you so much for doing this, Tamika. I'm just floored.
Oh, you are so welcome. I mean, guys, listen, people introduce me all the time, but never like this. So I appreciate this. Welcome. And I am so happy to be here. This itinerary is very close to my heart because I just did it this June. So we are going to get started. All I ask is that you stay on mute throughout the presentation. We'll have time at the end for everyone to ask questions. And if you just have to get the question out, throw it in the chat. We'll also look at the chat. If Tiffany can answer it through the chat, she will. If not, again, at the end, we'll do that. So stay on mute so we can control that background noise, and let's get started.
I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through like a virgin. Touched for the very first time.
I promise you'll be singing that song all night. So, ahoy, sailors. That's what you guys are going to be when you get on board our Virgin Voyages lady ships. My name is Tamika Bloodworth, and I am the regional sales manager for North and Central Florida. And I have the amazing opportunity to work with Tiffany. So she told me that she wants to celebrate her 40th birthday in a big, big way. She has chosen an amazing itinerary, guys. And so I am here to kind of give you the roadmap of what to expect, and stay tuned to the end because we might have a little bit of a special offer for you guys joining and viewing us through the playback. So let's just start at the top because I think that there's a lot of things out there to be said about Virgin Voyages. Some of it is true, most of it is not. So we are going to start with the facts. And the facts is just last week, barely a week ago, we won yet another award. #1 large cruise ship by Condé Nast Travelers Readers Choice Awards for 2023. If you know anything, Condé Nast is like a big, big deal. And we have only been sailing barely 2 years. So to win this is amazing. Up next, a couple of weeks prior to that, Travel and Leisure named us the #1 mega ship ocean cruise line for 2023. Again, this is a real big boy category, and we were just honored to be, nominated amongst everyone else, and we won it. And then earlier this year, I mean, I could keep it coming. Earlier this year, we were the first cruise line to sweep all 5 categories of the Cruise Critics Cruisers' Choice Awards. If anybody knows the Cruise Critics, they are just that. So to win in all 5 categories: best overall cruise line, best dining, best cabins, best service, and best value for your money. We are very, very proud of this. And then for my foodies, guys, listen, best onboard dining venue at one of our eateries called Pink Agave, which just happens to be my favorite eatery on board, for the Travel Age Wave West Awards. I can go on and on. We also today just won 12 Magellan Awards. I mean, I could keep it going. All of that to say, let's start here. You are here to talk about a product, to learn about a product that many people love. So let's put all of the myths to the back of our head and let's just keep moving. Here are the 4 points of differentiation. I mean, we are a cruise line, but we are very different in a lot of ways. And the 4 major ways is, first and foremost, no kids, no kidding. We are adult only. You deserve to do something for yourself. Do not feel guilty about it. This product is amazing. We're going to get into that adult only a little bit more in just a few minutes. The food and drink, it can be compared to land restaurants and bars. We have Michelin star chefs behind our eateries with no buffets, guys. You heard it. No buffets. Inclusivity. Come as you are, be who you are. I can say this as a woman of color. I am on board and I am never alone. It is nice to look around and see that we are here, we are belonging, and we are fitting right in. And no one is looking at us like, what are you doing on this cruise line? I mean, if you look at this Black mermaid behind me that's on one of our lady ships, this is a real thing. So inclusivity is huge for us. And crew service, we take care of our crew so that they can take care of you and make sure that it is memorable. They are not working for tips. They are doing something that they love. They are happy doing it, and you are getting the best out of them. Now, diversity is part of our DNA. You know, whether it's LGBTQ, our Latina mermaid, you know, we just really want everyone to feel welcome. So young, old, Black, white, Latina, male, female, trans, whatever it is, we make no judgments. And that is a nice space to be able to operate in. So let's talk about this voyage that Miss Tiffany here has chosen for her 40th birthday celebration. It is called the French Days and Ibiza Nights. You do not pronounce the Z. It is Ibiza, okay? And I know many of us have probably never even thought about going to this part of the world before, but it was like eye-opening, game-changing, and something I'll never forget doing. So it is 7 nights aboard Scarlet Lady, September 15th of 2024. You're going to be leaving out of Barcelona, Spain, which is in itself an amazing place to port out of. There's so much to see and do. You're going to spend day 1 in Marseille, France. Listen, I was in love. This is not Paris. This is Marseille. And it is full of culture and art, and it has that small town feel, and it was just a joy to be there. The food is amazing as well. Then we're going to go to Cannes, that's how you say it, Cannes, again in France, and Palma de Mallorca. We will be doing our overnights. We have a late stay in Cannes, and I went to Saint Tropez while I was there, and I was so thankful that we didn't have to be back on the ship till like 9 o'clock because I couldn't get enough of it. If you are a shopper of major labels, honey, you are gonna love Cannes, and it's actually much cheaper there than buying it in the U.S. So Palma de Mallorca is up next. You'll get in about 6 p.m. You'll get to spend the evening there and then wake up in the morning and have your whole day in Palma. Again, great shopping, great food, loads of things to do there as well. And then you will go into Ibiza, Spain. You'll get there again around 6 p.m. You'll have your first evening there and you'll have a full day there as well. And then you'll be coming back to Barcelona, Spain. Now, I have this timeline for you so that you can see, being adults only, guys, we are not the ones leaving the port early. We are going to take you on this merry-go-round in the south of France, and you're going to get amazing photos and you're going to feel amazing. And it's going to be like a dream come true because this season in the Meds, we were there. We were there, guys. And it is something that if you've never done it before, you have about 11 months to plan it. So I want you to keep listening because this is not something you want to miss. A few tips that I learned along the way that I wanted to share: plan to arrive into Barcelona at least one day before you're sailing. You do not, and I repeat, you do not want to arrive on the day that you are leaving. Anything can happen, and this ship is not going to wait. So plan at least one day in advance. 2 days is better. The time zone is a bit tricky. You're going to be 6 hours ahead. So it takes a couple of days for you to kind of, your body to kind of understand, what's going on. It's also amazing to, just be in a space where, you've probably never journeyed before, just to really take it in. I definitely was there 2 days before, and I was so grateful because the first day I kind of slept half of it. Because it is a bit of a journey on a flight. Like I said before, Barcelona is an amazing city with loads to do and see, but it's also known for pickpocketing. So, guys, get those cute fanny packs ready. You want to have them high up on your chest. You do not want them on your waist. So, fanny packs are a must. Don't put your phones down either. Like, it's habitual. You go to an eatery, you put your phone down on the table, you're talking. Don't do that in Barcelona. And then on your way back, stay away from those early morning departure flights. It can take up to 2 hours to get to your gate in Barcelona airport. It is not the most modern of airports, and you have to go through many steps. So you have to go through a lot of the internal flights. So there's not a lot of direct flights. I mean, if you live in Atlanta, you're lucky. New York, you're lucky. Those major cities, they do have those direct flights. Sometimes they can be very expensive. So if you have to take like a internal flight from Barcelona to London Gatwick or something, those smaller airlines tend to not have online check-in. So you have to actually go to the airport and do the check-in and stand in the line. And there's no TSA, and global entry doesn't matter. Those things don't matter. Once you do that, once you check your bags, then you have to go through security. It's very antiquated, where you have to take everything out of your bag, you have to take your shoes off, all that good stuff. It takes a minute to get through. If you make any big purchases, if you buy that Gucci bag, that Louis Vuitton bag, and you want to claim that VAT, which is the taxes that you can get refunded, that's also a process, another line. So just make sure that 11 a.m., 12 noon, that would be the earliest of flights that I would pick to return back to the USA if you're going to leave on the same day you get back to port. And because this is a port heavy itinerary, pack those comfy shoes. Leave the heels behind, guys. There is no need for them. There's so many comfy shoes out there. I love the Tevas and Reefs. Those two were my go-to during this trip. Bring those comfy shoes so that you can really enjoy those long days in the ports. Now, some reasons to sail with Virgin Voyages other than this killer itinerary. Again, exclusively adults. So everything that we did with our ladyship was with adults in mind, from our cabins to our menus to our entertainment, all with adults in mind. We are not that stuffy brand. We like to say we are relaxed luxury. We have created an arena of our own, a class of our own with premium luxury. So we're not competing against anyone, but we got rid of all those formalities. There's no captain's nights and announcements to bother you. There's no dress codes. There's no buffets. There's, none of those things that traditional cruising is all about. So relaxed luxury. We have a saying here at Virgin Voyages: no tie, no heels, no problem. And then I think, again, this is one of my favorite parts. Value is a big thing for me, even as a consumer. Whatever I buy, I want to make sure that I'm getting the most out of my money. So with every Virgin Voyage fare, we have $600 worth of inclusions per person. And this means it is free for you. So when you're looking and you're saying, I saw this other cruise line and it was, $500 cheaper, just remember, these things are not normally included. So by the time you get on the ship and you have your first beverage that's something other than unsweetened iced tea and unsweetened lemonade, you got to pay for that. Your tips, you got to pay for that. If you want to sit down at a specialty restaurant and not have a buffet meal, you have to pay for that. Your Wi-Fi, you are going to pay for that. So keep that in mind when you're doing your market research, I like to call it, because this $600 worth of value includes all of your beverages, including your sodas, not your alcohol, but I'm going to get to that in a second. All of our dining at our specialty restaurants. We have 6 main specialty restaurants and over 20 eateries. All of your tips are included. So you're getting service that is true and authentic, and it's not based on that steak or that hamburger that you order. It's based on real service. Wi-Fi, that's a basic human digital right for us. So that is included as well. Most of our shows and entertainment, as well as all of our group fitness classes, are included. So you might say, okay, Tamika, how do I pay for that other stuff? Well, I'm going to get to that. Hold tight. I didn't forget. It's strategic here, what I'm doing. So let's talk about our cabins, because you've never seen cabins like this before. Again, with adults in mind, there's so much that we can do. And 80% of our cabins all have those hammocks that you see. First up, how do I get into the cabin? Well, are you one of those people like me that is always forgetting the key card in the cabin in that little slot by the door? Well, we got rid of that because we know that when adults are having fun, they do not want to be bringing purses and they do not want to be remembering key cards. So the band is our technology that you get once you get on board. It is your wallet, it is your room key, and your geolocator. Now, like I said, 80% of our cabins are clever cabins, and in the sea terrace category, we're only talking about sea terrace and above here on this virtual cruise night, because you do not want FOMO. You do not want to be in one of those insider or sea view cabins for 7 nights with no hammock. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Everything in our cabins is controlled by these amazing tablets. You see that? Ooh, ah. Do you see that? Ooh, ah. So you can change your lights. You can change the channels on your TV, the temperature in your cabin, your curtains. Everything is from a tablet. So all of our cabins are smart. Our sea terrace cabins are amazing because not only are they roomy and spacious and smart and have those hammocks, but they also have versatility. So let's just say that you wanted to invite some new friends over, or some friends from this group that you're with, and you don't want people sitting on your bed with their clothes on. Like my mother would say, your street clothes, your outside clothes on. You can actually have your bed changed into a sectional couch every day. I do this every time I'm on board. It gives that versatility to your cabin, gives you a little bit more space. The bathrooms are all very I would say that they're normal size bathrooms, but normal size cruise bathrooms, but we've done something special with the shower. That rain head shower, it makes it feel a whole lot bigger than your normal bathrooms. And listen, if you are sharing a cabin, make sure you get that equal time in that hammock. The sunrises and sunsets are game changing, especially in the Mediterranean. Now, for those of you that like the sweeter things in life, Rockstar and Mega Rockstar are the 2 categories of suites that we have on Virgin Voyages. We only have 78 of them on board. So if this is something that you want, you have to definitely act fast. Now, the first category, Rockstar Quarters, includes access to Richard's Rooftop, which is this private area for those staying in suites. Your first round of your bar is on us. Early booking and priority access, so you can book dining, you can book shows 60 days in advance versus 45 days like everyone else, and access to Rockstar agents. Now, Mega Rockstar, this is the ultimate, guys. This is like everything's included. I'm here for all of it. It includes everything that I just said, but it also includes daily bar tab, which is how you pay for your alcohol on board. Daily spa access. Who doesn't want to go and just at least smell the spa once every day? Transfers to and from the port, your own designated, we call them roadies, Mega Rockstar agent at your beck and call, bottomless in-room bar. So if you are a Mega Rockstar, you need to be having all the parties in your cabin, and premium Wi-Fi when we're in the Caribbean. So this is a just a little bit of a view from Richard's rooftop. It's so nice up there. The food is good. They have activations that no one else has. And if you're in a rock star, a mega rock star, your band is actually black, not red. So can anyone say fun? Even though we are going to be spending a lot of time in these amazing ports, there is always time for some fun on Virgin Voyages. And Tiffany's going to have some group activities for you guys. Those have not been confirmed just yet, but listen, she's definitely going to have some special things just for you on board. Now, if you love karaoke, but you have a bit of stage fright, the groupie is your place where you want to be. Our private karaoke rooms. Sometimes the men go missing and you're like, where are they? Well, they are in the social club, drinking boozy milkshakes, watching the game, eating chicken wings, and playing your old school arcade games. And then most of our shows are at the Red Room, which is a transformational theater. You go in, it's set up one way, you come back for another show, it's completely different. Now, I did say we could get away with a few things, and one of those things is we have our own tattoo parlor on board. It's called Squid Ink, and it is so popular that it normally is sold out with their appointments on the very first night of every single voyage. We cast some amazing tattoo artists from all around the world. So whether you are getting your first or adding to your collection, Squid Ink is the place to be. Now, the Manor is our nightclub on board, and this is named after Richard Branson's first music studio. So you've heard it from me, and don't forget it. This hallway that you see with the lady in the red dress, that is the hallway to the Manor. And we say that that is the most Instagrammable space on the ship. Make sure you get your photo there because it's almost like having a passport stamp that you have been on a Virgin Voyage. Those that love the casino, we have you covered. And even if you want to listen to some real vinyl, we have a space for that as well. Now, one of my favorite spaces, if you love live music with the perfect cocktail, is on the rocks. So that is one of our bars, but we normally have some kind of live entertainment going on there, and it's a great combination. The first night of every sailing is a PJ party. Yes, an adult PJ party. So make sure you pack your PJs, and I don't care how tired you are, try to stay up for this PJ party to at least get through the first half of it. Our happenings cast, which takes the place of a cruise director, they are hosting this party, and this is a great way to get to know them, to get to see who they are. They are there for your entertainment, to make friends with you, to answer any questions that you have, take those selfies, but really just to enhance your experience. My favorite show on board is Dual Reality. That's like your Cirque du Soleil meets West Side Story. Just to kind of give you guys a hint, I am not giving you all the information because I want to leave some things for you to experience on your own. Now, I have to kindly remind you about this because you have to pack some red. So for on every voyage, we have a Scarlet Night. We activate the whole ship in red. There's an amazing story behind Scarlet Night, and it all ends in a pool party. Take a look. Some people may or may not jump into the pool with all their clothes on, and some people may say that I'm one of those people. I mean, listen, YOLO. And when you are like just out there with no kids in the middle of the Mediterranean, just let go and do it. Just we have towels, don't worry. There's also a really cool experience on board called Shake for Champagne. So whether you are celebrating life, celebrating Tiffany's birthday, celebrating being in the Meds in the south of France for the first time, when you are on board, you open up your app, you shake your phone, you tap the button, and voila, Moet will come to you wherever you are on our lady ships, with the exception of our workout spaces. So make sure it's about $100. Make sure to save some of your bar tab or sailor loot, which is your onboard credit, for that Shake for Champagne moment. All right, let's talk about food. It's dinner time, right? So let's just get into it. I told you before, 6 specialty dining, all included. The wake is our steak and seafood. So, this is probably the fanciest of eateries, wouldn't you say, Tiffany? It's our fanciest, but you still don't have to dress up. But everything from kind of your deconstructed clam chowder to your filet mignon, all included. We do have some treat yourself items like the seafood tower at the wake, and it is worth every cent. Pink agave, again, my favorite upscale Mexican. I want you to think the best duck you've ever had, the best ribeye with Osaka cheese, chocolate tacos, um, an amazing drink with crickets in it. Yeah, that type of stuff. Razzle Dazzle's our vegan, vegetarian forward eatery. However, in true virgin fashion, we have a naughty menu. So, believe it or not, the best bacon on the ship is in Razzle Dazzle. Make sure you get that bacon. And we also have a secret menu, guys. So be sure when you eat at Razzle Dazzle to ask for the secret menu. Test Kitchen is for my foodies, my real foodies. So we give you a card. There's 7 ingredients on the card, but you don't know what's actually coming to you until it's unveiled in front of you. Gun Bay, seat 6 at a table, have some Korean barbecue, play drinking games, and hear some hip hop. That's to me one of the best parts of Gun Bay, the music. And then Extra Virgin. This is our Italian eatery on board. And I'm going to give you a pointer here. Don't eat for like 7 hours before because it is so delicious. Everything from our handmade pastas, our charcuterie boards. The food is simply delicious. And save that space for that apricot at the end because they'll be rolling you out of Extra Virgin. What I like to say about all of our eateries on board, we always ask if you have any allergies because we are very, very careful about that. So feel free to tell us, even if it's just like maybe it's not an allergy, maybe you just don't like tomatoes. Okay. So what? Just tell us because once we have it in our system, the system will flag us if any of the ingredients have these things at all of our eateries. So make sure if you're a picky eater, I'm a picky eater, guys. Don't feel any type of way. This is not pre-made food. This is fresh and made for you. Michelin star chefs behind our eateries. So don't feel any type of way about that. Now, some special mentions, okay? I'm a native New Yorker. The pizza place on board gets my stamp of approval. Everything from your classic to your white pie with truffle. Yes, with truffle. It's delicious. Okay. The pizza place is amazing. The Dock in the Dock House is your Mediterranean style tapas that are fresh off the grill. You throw up the little flag and they come serve you. Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Yes, that's the name of our ice cream parlor. And if that is offensive in any way, I'm so sorry. However, I put that there deliberately because we are adults only. And if that is offensive to you in any way, then maybe Virgin Voyages is not your thing. And we're okay with that. We are definitely okay with that. Poke bowls and bao buns at Sun Club Cafe. We will have you full. There will never, ever be a time that, you are going to be wanting something. We also, our room service of sorts is called Ship Eats, like, Uber Eats, Ship Eats. And what I love most about it is that there's a featured dish from each one of our eateries. So you can get some really good food, but it comes in this bag, guys. It comes in a bag with everything you need. When you're done, you put everything in, you throw the bag outside your door. There's no more of walking down hallways and seeing people's chewed up chicken wings. That's just not our thing. So everything in every aspect with food, we have you covered. Now, we also are a bit of a balance here. We need to find that balance sometimes. 7 days on board, you might be watching that waistline. We completely got you. So all of our workout spaces are amazing. Every piece of equipment you can think of. And that red halo that you see at the top of our lady ships, that's called the runway. You can walk it, you can run it, or you can go up there and take amazing pictures with the big Virgin sign. The Redemption Spa, one of my favorite places on board. There's no hard sells after your services. You can do a day pass if you want and use the mud room, the salt room, our cold pools, or if you want services. Just last week, I had a bamboo deep massage. It was amazing. She actually ended it with those Himalayan salt stones because I had really tight muscles, but I very much reminds me and gives me that Ritz-Carlton feel, the Redemption Spa. So if spawn is your thing and you'll be on board for 7 nights, you have some time to get to over to the redemption spa. Okay, so why Virgin Voyages? I mean, there's a million reasons. However, exclusively adults, no kids, guys, no kids. Adults are just happier. They're just different when there are no kids around. We forgot all the formalities. There's no nickel and diming with us. This itinerary, this is a bucket list, and this is the time to do it because you'll have someone that knows the product with you. You'll have somebody that's going to be, have special events for you, and you'll be able to see parts of the world that you would have never imagined before. What's nice about it is that after you do this, if you want to go back to one of your favorite spots and stay there for a land stay, Tiffany can help you with that as well. Because, honey, I want to go back to Cannes. I want to go back to Ibiza. I want to go back and stay there for some time. Tiffany loves Virgin Voyages, so that's also a really good thing because she's tried it, she's tested it, and she's invited you to come with her. More value for your money. And let's not forget, collecting awards is our thing. So we have this special offer for you. 25% off all voyages through December of 2024. So this falls right in line with your sailing. And if you purchase this sailing, you'll get $600 in bar tab because you're on a 7-night voyage. So let me just go over what bar tab is. Remember I told you there's $600 worth of inclusions? Well, that doesn't normally include your alcoholic beverages, your premium coffees, your smoothies, your fresh pressed juices. Bar tab is how you pay for that. Now, let's just say Tiffany and I are sharing a cabin. I'm the alcoholic and she just has that occasional glass of wine at dinner. We can share that $600 bar tab. There is no need for me to buy one and for her to buy one. Now, your sodas are included. So if you are not a drinker, a big drinker, and you get a $600 bar tab, drink all the specialty coffees you want. Get those fresh pressed juices at at Razzle Dazzle, or upstairs at the dock in the dock house. You can use it for bottles of wine, whatever you want. So 25% off. This is through October 31st. Now, Tiffany told me that some of you may have some loyalty with other cruise lines. And I said, well, then they got to get booked because we are doing a match and see. And let me basically tell you what that is. If you have loyalty with any of these cruise lines and in these categories that you see here, we are going to give you some extra benefits. And we already give so much, we had to get creative. So we call it Deep Blue Extras. You can see that we have the expedited boarding. You see that check-in. That's Tiffany's little handbag right there. So Tiffany, you had that blue band, right? So you get another band that lets us know that you are part of our sailing club, whether it's through the Match and See or if you've sailed with us before. If you purchase a bar tab, an additional bar tab, you're going to get $100 credit. Unlimited premium Wi-Fi where available, your $10 specialty coffee credit per cabin. Now all of these benefits are per cabin, just so that you know, guys. And that $600 bar tab, that is also per cabin. But I don't drink coffee, but I hear some amazing things about our specialty coffees on board. So people really love this $10 daily credit. And on top of that, they don't have to touch their bar tab. Dedicated sailor services on board, an exclusive cocktail event. And this on a med sailing is game changing. Laundry service. So if you don't want to overpack, don't fret. Laundry service with the Deep Blue Extras. So get in touch with Tiffany. She can help you get your loyalty matched. But just on top of everything else that we already provide, if you have loyalty to get this as well, it's just a game changer. Now, you guys are within this category. If you book 180 days or more, you're going to automatically get 10% off. Automatically. If you pay in full 180 days or more, you're going to get another 10% off. So think about this, guys, because we're all about, getting the most for our money, right? So these are evergreen offers. They are completely combinable with our current offer and something that you guys should take advantage of. Now, if you need a little bit of freedom, right? And you need to make some arrangements on how to pay for this, Virgin Voyages actually partners with Uplift, and it gives you some flexible monthly payment options. And Tiffany can definitely help you if you're interested in getting more details and seeing how you qualify. Now look at this beautiful young thing here. So here is the real special offer, and this is the part I want you to pay attention to. So I've given you $600 worth of value per person. I'm giving you a $600 bar tab per cabin. But if you book within the next 7 days, October 19th, and you happen to book an insider or a sea view with no hammock, and then you're going to be regretting it, we'll give you $50 in Sailor Loot per cabin. Sailor Loot can be used for anything you can purchase on board. So you go through your bar tab and you need more money, the Sailor Loot can go for drinks. Bar tab can't go for anything other than those drinks, but Sailor Loot can. You want to get a mani-pedi, you want to go to the spa, you want to buy a shore excursion, Sailor Loot can be used for any of those things. If you book a sea terrace, which is that cabins with the balconies, we're going to give you $200 in Sailor Loot. This does not qualify for limited view sea terrace or below. It has to at least be a sea terrace or above. $200 in Sailor Loot. And for our rock stars and mega rock stars, I'm going to give you $300 in Sailor Loot per cabin. Now, if any of you have already sailed with us and happen to buy our onboard offer, it's called the My Next Virgin Voyage program. That is not combinable with this offer that I've just said, but there's still a lot of value either way. So my spiel is done. Let us see. Do we have any questions, Tiffany?
So far, I don't see any. I had Miss Pearl asked for a brochure, but I know that I can send her some info online. So that is not an issue at all. I'm excited because Miss Rhonda said, book me now.
Yes,
So
Miss Rhonda, Miss Rhonda, you said the right thing. And listen, there's something about this. How do I say this? The idea of, oh, I'll wait and see if the price goes down, that's not us. So because we are a newer, right? We're the new kids on the block. COVID really screwed us up. So we were supposed to launch and then COVID came. And so every time we have a new promo, there's a slight increase in price. So if you wait too long, you're going to really be regretting that you didn't book when you could have booked. So this promo is going to be, there's integrity in it. The next promo will not be better. So if you are sure that you want to do this, get on it for sure. Look at all these beautiful faces, guys. I love it. Listen, you guys are going to look amazing on this sailing. You are. Bring your big hats. Wear what you want. Show your personality. It is all welcomed at Virgin Voyages. Any other questions that I can? Passports are obviously required. At this time, there's no special visas required. There's no plastics on board, so make sure you bring your cup if you like. We are a very sustainable brand, and I really like that about the brand as well. There's no waste with us. All of our products are eco-friendly. Those things are going to really start to matter for our generations after us. So having a cruise line that's on the same page as that is a really good thing. Did any more questions come through the chat? Sounds amazing.
Just excitement, but no question.
Well, listen, you guys have access to Tiffany. Tiffany, you want to tell them how to reach out to you?
Absolutely. So if we are connected, if you have my phone number, you all can feel free to reach out to me directly. Outside of that, I know some of you I'm connected to via social media, but most of you would know my email address, tiffanydtravels@gmail.com. That'll be the best way to connect with me if you've got any questions, and we can set up time to have a consultation to get all of your questions answered and to get you all booked. You all take advantage of this free money because
yeah.
I'm blown away by the generosity of Virgin Voyages, of Tamika, to give of her time, of course, just as you all have this evening, but then to say, no, anybody that's attached to you, we're gonna give some extra onboard spending to. That is just, it blows me away. So I appreciate you very, very much.
And you know what, guys, we may have some more surprises for you down the road. So when you are linked to Tiffany, you are in very, very good hands. I'm going to share the registration list with you, Tiffany, so that she can reach out to each and every one of you so that you get her contact details. So don't stress about that. And again, thank you so much for your time tonight. I know a lot of people in this day and age are zoomed out, but thank you for coming. I hope you heard something that interests you, that sparked your interest, and we hope to see you on a Virgin Voyage really, really soon.
Ahoy, everyone.
See you later.
Thank you.